Boom, boom. This is Kendrick coming at you from the corner. How's everybody doing today? All right, so we have got a new game up. All right, this is Mass for the Dead. All right, this is based on the Overlord anime, which is another good anime. I enjoy it immensely. I was very, very, very impressed with it. I've actually watched it a couple times because I sort of like the format. It's the in the game turns into real life type thing. You know, people teleported to games, stuck in game, have to play the game type thing. So I don't know. I've always liked those. Like, you know, so that's just been one of the one of the things that one of the type of anime storylines that I find to be extremely funny. So I enjoyed watching. So this is based loosely on Overlord. Um, Not really loosely. It's really based on Overlord, but they have to give it the story more filling and to make it take longer. They've added slime battles in there, which don't actually happen at all in the anime. So here's what we got. Let me show you what we got here. All right. So the game opened up last week, but they didn't have some stuff active at the time of opening. So I waited until everything's been active. Um, and you know, log on. You'll get your log on events when you log on and install the game. So you get that. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. So what we've got basically is it's standard characters. You know, standard gotcha tier. Your character. You know, I got lucky and got one of the 5-star characters. The floor guardians are the best guardians. Okay, so any of the 5 stars, you're going to get Momonga, who's the Overlord. You know, a beta. All those are 5 stars. This is Mare. She is the 6th floor guardian, um, and she's one of the top tier characters. Okay, any of the 5-star that you get are pretty much guardians. And the Overlord himself those are the top. So if you get any of the Guardians with the 5-star, you're in good shape. I got Mare, so which since I don't reroll, that was helpful. So yeah, this is just a base what I got. I also managed to get Finn, Divine Beast. He turned out to be at luck because we've been fighting a lot of slimes. He's good at killing slimes. So that was fortuitous. This is the start out character. Nabrel, if you've watched the video, you'll know who Nabrel is. So this is the starting character that you start out as. Now, each of the actual characters has a slot on them. Now, if you know, in this game has a similar format to Danmachi, and that you have each character, and then you have an assist slot. But in this card, it's not an assist. It's called a chaos. It's called a chaos relic, and these relics can be placed on your cards. And as you can see, I got really lucky with the chaos relics. When you do a pool, it costs 500 of these stones up here to do a pool. Okay, a 10 pool. And you get the relics and characters are what you get in the pool. So I managed to get 3 5-star relics, which is, I guess, really good. So yay, they're actually useful too. I'm using all 3 of them actually. So but yeah, so and these relics can be powered up using other relics of lesser tier. For instance, if I want to level up, let's say I want to level up this one right here. I want to strengthen it, so you know, I would just go down here and click on these right here. This is fodder for leveling up your relics, and just strengthen, and now it's leveled up to 2. Okay, so that's how you have to do that. Okay, so pretty simple. So that's how you level up your relics. They don't level up with you. Your character will level as you're playing from experience, but the relics don't. The only way to strengthen a relic is to actually strengthen it using the items I just showed. All right, now you can click on the characters in the screen here, and once you do, you'll be able to get intimacy with those characters. I got some rewards of running the event. I'll show you the event here shortly, and then we'll come in and do that. Yeah, just more chaos stones. So let's take a look at what we got in terms of base on the story. So you've got a story mode right now, which is starting out. That's under the under the story. This is pretty much basic story levels. Okay, um, it's following the anime for the most part, but they're slowing it down because to try to keep, so they don't get ahead of the anime. So you're fighting a lot of slimes, and there's no slime fighting in the game, or in the anime. There's no slime fighting. So, but they have that here. That's the bosses that they fight in between. So that's what you have to fight, and you basically just go through the story. I'll go ahead and show you the event, which is what you want to be focusing on right now, because the event is only up until the 29th, I believe. So this is where you want to do it. The event is in the actual under the single, and it's right here, Battle of Karn Village. Okay, it's only up for 12 days, so it's up until the 21st is when you'll actually be able to do that. Okay, so it's a Battle of Karn Village. Okay, this is the rewards. The reward. Let me show you. Let me show you a level first. Just run through level. Okay, so see, it's the Battle of Karn Village. I'm already up. I think story. I'm at story level 5. Okay, so this is following the Battle of Karn Village in the anime. So if you watch the first 3 episodes of the anime, you'll know what happens in this event. Okay, basically it's just I got my team. Like I say, I got Mare, Nabarel, Finn, and he's Reptile Boss. You won't know him until second season. He's in his second season when they get the reptiles. So the Reptile Village. So but this is what it is basically. Slimes, as you can see. There's no slime fighting in the anime, so if you want to see slime fighting in the anime, you ain't going to. But this is the way to pace the game out and allow you to do fighting so you can earn experience points. Okay, and as you can see, I'm just starting to run auto because at this point I'm not having any trouble beating these foes, so I don't see the need for me to focus on it. I'll just keep an eye on it as it's running. I would expect as I go through, as I get higher in the event, I will of course outpace the event, and soon the event will begin to outpace me, and then I'll need help, or I might have to, forcefully level up my characters. But yeah, so as you can see, that's what it is. So pretty simple, pretty basic. You get your chests, get chaos stones for clearing pretty much each level, and then you get a bunch of the coinage. Okay, so this is what you're looking for right here. Okay, so that's basically the dynamic sense that you get. One of the reasons I wanted to give this game a try. Some of these levels are story only. When you click on that, it'll tell you that you can skip it or you can listen to the story. If you're not familiar with the anime, you should do the story mode. But if you're familiar with it, you can hit skip, and it'll automatically give you the 10 stones for completing the story level. So skipping it doesn't mean you lose out on a reward. It just means you don't have to go through the story, which is where you get to see the dialogue. Okay, but one of the things that made me want to try this game was the fact that I wanted to see how this gotta get out of this, get back to the main screen. I wanted to see how this multiplayer function works, because I thought that was interesting. Some of the actual games have a have a level, like for instance Fate Grand Order, you can do an assist boss, and you can get like a max level boss assisting, and you can just blow through the earlier levels without having to worry about it, as long as you got a strong people to assist. This is a little bit similar, but it's a little bit different in the fact that, like, if I were to join one of these rooms right now, I would be fighting, with the level 70 character, with the level 90 character, and so forth and so forth and so on. Normally they have this small one here, which is a level, she's got this user got Abedo. That's a good character too. So recommended level 4, and this is just for a limit break, to defeat the limit break. to get limit break materials on the easy level. So that's all it is. I don't think I don't think I'd actually have time. It's been canceled. The room's canceled. So, but you can always run the things, run these limit break skills on the the normal level. If you just go into single. Right here they are: strengthen quests, abyss quests, limit break quests, and you don't need to. You could run these just by yourself. This works out. The training works out the same as in Danmachi. As you get the keys, you can open up one of these, okay, and you can do that for an hour. So once you use the key to open it up, you get an hour, and you can run it as many times as you want in an hour, and then it closes off. Okay, that's a similar thing, the same thing that you're doing Danmachi, but I have not, I haven't got any keys yet, but they got free unlocks and stuff here where you can do that. So I'm going to come back and hit some of this stuff a little bit later that's on the free unlock, just so you can do it, and that'll let it for 1 hour. But once you get the keys, you'll be able to do it as often as you want. You just have to, you play through the game, you'll get keys as you go through, as rewards as you get higher into the game. So that's what is limit breaking quests. These quests are open at certain times, and you can get different different rewards and stuff for doing it. See, they got the easy's only level 4, and then normal's level 10 and 25. So it's basically just as you get more and more, you'll be able to get limit break materials. So this is for limit break materials for an attack, defense, and whatnot. Okay, so that's what it is. So it's pretty self-explanatory. You just need to go through and play them, and you want to make sure that you do at least the. Now I've already run the strengthening quest once a day. You get to run that for free. So, but this is the rare version. I can't play this yet because I'm at level 50. I get wiped out. But the first when it first came out, it was the same. It had level 4 easy, level 10 normal. Okay, so and you can play that once a day for free. It's open, open for a certain time, so you can get so everything. There's no gating, there's no blocking. Everything seems to be available. Each time you level up, you get your stamina. You get your stamina reset. So I haven't had any stamina issues yet. Been running through pretty fine in that terms. So that's this, and then you got the story multiple. I showed you that. Showed you the chaos relics. Character strength, and this is you can use if you want to level up your characters faster without having to do that. What you can do is you can just open up the character, and then you can use these dragon stones, which you get just by playing in the game and in the event. I got these dragon stones. Okay, so they drop as intermittent rewards. So the longer you play the game and you grind out the areas, the more of those you'll get. Skill strengthening. This is to strengthen up the skills of each of the characters, and you strengthen that by the use of these skill scrolls. And this is and that's where you had the strengthening, and you had the limit break, and you had the strengthening. This is where you get those strengthening materials, and this will allow you to strengthen up a skill level. Okay. So you can do this with those materials, and you don't have to worry about getting characters to strengthen your skills. In some games, you have to get another character before you can use that on a skill. That's not the case here. Extra characters you get will increase the overdrive damage and of the character, which is something So if you get dupes and stuff, it's not something to have to work on to be able to advance your character. You can advance the character without that occurring. So this is what we got so far. Everything looks pretty good. I haven't, I'm just started playing it. I'm just getting familiar with it, but we're going to go from there. So let's go into this right here and see. This should be some chaos stones that I got for completing some of the quests. Yeah, so let's receive all. So I got 10,000 gold and some chaos stones. Now, as for the summons, this game has um, it has paid crystal and free crystal, or chaos stone, paid chaos stones and free chaos stones. So, like this right here is a paid one, so I don't have any, I only have free. But you can purchase your paid stones just like Danmachi. But as always, they have a free banner. This one's paid too. But this is the event summon right here, and this is not paid. You can draw on this. And I think this one right here. Yeah, yep, this one you can draw on this one as well too. This is not paid. This is free. This has got this is adding Sabas, who's this guy, and then Pandora's actor. And so they just released these. These weren't in the original global event. They weren't, but they are up now. If you want to pull for one of them. Pandora's actor is one of the bosses, and this is a butler. Actually, he's a guardian of the treasury, where all the weapons and stuff are kept at. He's the one who guards that. You'll get to see you only get to see him like once or twice in the anime when they go when one of the guardians gets a mind thing, and Momonga has to fight her, and he goes to get some special high level weapons from and Pandora's actor is the one who's guarding it, and then you got a butler of Nazarick, Sabas. So they're pretty good, interesting. They're keeping with characters. They're actually very 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 good depictions of the actual anime characters. But you can draw from this one if you want to get those. At the list, I assume it's full, as well as it's full. So yeah, there's the percentages on all of them. As you can see, the percentages are pretty low, but Sabas and Pandora's actor are 1%. So this is very extremely low in terms of the chance that you're going to get. Not very good. About like 7DS if you're looking for that. So you can draw on here. I would advise you to draw on this one, simply because you can get a chance to get Momonga on this, and he's rate up. Okay, so that's pretty nice having him. Having him at rate up, Momonga at 1.01%. It's not a lot, but hey, it's better than nothing. So you definitely something to look at. And then they got the new character in here. Representative God. Now, this is not the original Momonga. This is you see the little mask he's got on. The original Momonga that you draw, the first does not have the mask, and you can see his face. So yeah, so that's the he's a leak. So he's all skeleton. So underneath there. If you're familiar with any what a leak is, LICH, that's what he is. But he's the strongest character in the game. But yeah, so this is another version of him, Mask Momonga, for that. So doesn't seem to be in terms of actual the rates, they're pretty low, but they're doable. So let's go ahead and I'll show you what a summon looks like for the sake of the video here. So let's go ahead and pull on this one, see if we can get Momonga. So you just do 500. Yep, say okay. Another thing that was interesting, when the game starts out and you go through the tutorial, they show Nazarick as being damaged. In the anime, it wasn't damaged, so they just appeared in this new place. There was no damage. So, but I guess in order to have a place where they could do summoning from, they did some damage to the throne room. Okay, I got a 4-star. Okay, I got a 5-star. I think that's what that means. We'll see. So as you can see, it's pretty nice. The Supreme Food. That's all I could ever wish for. Okay, this is probably going to be a beta actually. Mare again. Okay, so I have 2 mares. So his overdrive level just increased. Okay, and I had another Sukyu, so the overdrive level just increased as well too. So Jack the Ripper. Okay, so now this is a relic. Okay, so you can see you get characters and relics within the draw. This is these are strength. Those are strengthening materials for the relics. Now this is a character. Okay, and this is a relic. So the relic combines both characters. Okay, see, this is the 3-star Negan. The 4-star Negan is the one that's in the actual event. So see, there's another relic. Okay, so that's what you get when you do the draws. So I did get a 4, but I just got another mare, which is interesting because considering the rarity of mare, that's pretty interesting. I was hoping to get my manga, but again, with the 1% rate up, yeah, I would pretty much say it's pretty much even. If you get a 5-star, what, 0.7% chance that you'll get my manga more than the others? No, so not really worth talking about. You don't start to see interesting until you're getting into 3, 4, 5%. That's when you're actually going to have a better chance of pulling the character from an RNG standpoint. But in the end, it's all RNG. You could even if you have a 10% chance in RNG, you might never pull it because that's why it's called RNG. So I've got so that's what it is. And as you can see from the summons there, so it's an interesting game. It's a little bit on the plodding side here right now. I'm hoping it'll get more interesting as we start to, get into the battle. And get into the actual anime, because the Battle of Karn Village was pretty exciting. It's one of the reasons that it was very good for the first 3 episodes. Got some action, got some cool summoning going on. You got Death Knights, and they're fighting some heavy, high-level angel enemies. So it was pretty cool. So I would definitely check out the anime, Overlord Anime. But yeah, so I'm hoping that's what we'll get to see here in this Battle of Karn Village event that's going on. So, but and yeah, I'm going to play it. I'll do a video on it after a few days, after I've played it some more, and make a determination as to whether or not it's something that I want to continue. But it looks to be interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, so go ahead and put a like on the video if you like it, and go ahead and click on the subscribe button and click on the bell beside it if you want to get notified whenever I drop a video. This is Kenrir. I am still in the corner, and I'm signing out.